Well, all right, everybody. We discovered the unfortunateness of having no goddamn scholarships for this season. Which, if it was going to happen, this was a good year for it to happen, because there were no 4-stars. Really quickly, the top 25. The defending champions, Texas, start off at number 1. Of course, we got division rivals in Louisville up there, and DePaul. Villanova's up there, who we beat last year. Cincinnati. It's a little bit tough. It's a little bit tough. And in terms of the toughest places to play, we have not returned to that list, unfortunately. But a reminder of the team. If I can go to the right one. A reminder of the team. At center, Muted is a Nerd. Alongside the power forward, Bricklayer. At forward, Pass Me the Lube. Alongside Break Your Ankles. And Fuck You, George. At point guard. On the bench, it's Eddie Kingston. Bear Down. Kane is a Bitch. Don Sweeney. The newly renamed Bison King. And then these two walk-ons who won't be able to be cut until next year. But obviously these guys will be ready to go. Hot Singles in Your Area X. Callback, of course, to our football run. The exalted one himself, Brody Lee, and Tyler Biggs, the 17th. So there you go. So again, we kind of ran into a rough spot with the recruitment, but it also shows that the team's not that bad. Let's see what happens this season. Let's do it. Stephen F. Austin to kick things off before we lose to the Maryland Terps. We are significantly better than these two. Significantly better for these teams, and we ended up getting them there. And again, we won't have to worry about recruitment all season long. There's literally nothing we have to do except focus on the schedule. Let's see how good the Maryland Terps are at this season, or at this stage. They're still an A-rated team. They're a little bit better than us, but they are still pretty damn good, and they do beat us by 6. And it goes to the Wright State squad next. D-plus team, the Wright State Raiders. This should be an easy win, and it is. 78-64, so maybe not the greatest win in the world, but, you know, win's a win. So again, the NIT, we didn't start off all that strong. Couldn't get the best upgrade out of the gates to finally unlock that last thing. So, yeah, Maryland continues to be a pretty damn good and consistently competitive team in this universe. Like I said, we get to just focus solely on the season at this point. We literally can't recruit anybody because you can't go over 15 players. Up next, the Prairie View A&M Panthers. This should be a fucking domination, and it is. Not crazy, but not bad. And then the very next day, we take on the Northern Colorado Bears. So again, our non-conference schedule is pretty weak. We've only lost to Maryland so far. It'll be Samford as we kick off December. Brittany Grinder for the next name. Someone should use that. I'll allow it. We got Samford. C- rated team. This should be an easy dub. Thank you. It won't let you offer anybody anything. No, we literally don't have a scholarship to offer because the 2 walk-ons count as freshmen, so it's as if they have a scholarship. It kind of sucks. The Manhattan Jaspers, B-rated team. This could be a sneaky loss, and it is. Holy shit, 94-79. Ugh. It's the type of team we have to beat, boys. We have to. We play the X-Men, our old rivals from the A-10. We beat them 101-88. So basically right now, everyone's playing for their job in the conference games. They have to prove it. They have to prove that they deserve their spot when we switch to the conference games. Xavier really did fall off, yeah. That might be where we are if we didn't make the jump to a better division. We play the Oakland Golden Grizzlies, a C-plus team. We beat them. And we take on Wright State again. We played them in the NIT. C-rated team. This should be another easy win, and it is. So 1 loss so far. We'll take on the Panthers to round out our non-conference games, and then we got to play fucking Louisville to start off the conference games. That's rough. The UW Milwaukee Panthers, a C-rated team. 2 losses. Well, I don't really count the NIT loss to Maryland. We had no control over playing them, but I know what you mean. And we do beat Milwaukee as well. So it's Louisville next. Let's take a look at how the team's done so far this season. Oh, fuck. I just saw something about the Cardinals I'm not happy about. Also, the Pride have another point. We are officially going to max out all of our facilities, which is great. Everything's maxed out right now. So, recruitment-wise, just to see, yep, someone went 4-star. Cam Hughes, the point guard. Looking at the top 25, Texas still number 1. We'll be playing the Louisville Cardinals next. They are 11-0, the number 4 team in the nation. If we have to play Purdue again, they're number 7. Syracuse at 11-0, they're 11th. Cincy, holy fuck, this conference. You got DePaul up there. This conference is a fucking minefield. God damn. Let's look at the player stats here. So Muted as a nerd, 21 points a game. It looks like Bricklayer got hurt because certain things got swapped around. Certain stats got swapped around, so there were more injuries, I think. So let's just outright go to roster management, and we'll handle this the same way that we do. Yes, Pass Me the Lube is hurt. Fuck. For how long? Injury report. Torn Achilles. He's done for the year, I'm guessing. Oh yeah, he's barely recovered. He's probably done for the year. Fuck. He just got hurt, too, in our last game. That is a major, major loss. The bench just got significantly shortened. Like, significantly shortened. That is rough. We are down to 1 forward, and it's bear down. Okay, out of the 2 centers, we know that Muted's a Nerd is crushing it. Kane is a bitch is definitely going to stay on the bench. That is confirmed. Let's just go ahead and move him down. At power forward, Eddie Kingston's been the better of the 2. So we gave Bricklayer a chance. You can see the stats in the top right. We gave Bricklayer a chance to be the guy. He's not the guy yet. Eddie Kingston will be our starting power forward. Bear down, obviously, our starting main forward. At guard, not even close, obviously. Break your ankles is the guy. And at point guard, fuck you, George, is still the starter. So we'll have Bricklayer and Don Sweeney there. And then we'll have Kane as a bitch. And Bison King, and then hopefully John Simpson and Doug Moorhead never really end up seeing the floor. I don't know how we're going to do in conference games. I really don't. Losing someone like the Lube in his junior year, by the way, so that's a problem. That's a rough spot to be in. This might end up being a season to forget. I'm not sure. But we head into January. Holy shit. Louisville, DePaul, Cincy, Villanova, West Virginia. Oh my God. I don't know if we're making the conference tournament this year. Louisville Cardinals. Number 4 in the nation. A+ squad to our A. I'm tempted to go Gamecast for this one, but yeah, fuck it. Let's go Gamecast for it. Here we go. I'm never going Gamecast again. 100-55. Louisville wins. We're never simming Gamecast again. Never again. I highly doubt we would have lost that badly if I just calendar simmed. I doubt it. Holy fuck. DePaul, the number 18th team in the nation, also A-rated. They're a little bit better defensively. and we lose 98-65. Quickly, the contenders are being separated from the pretenders. This is going to be a quick season sim at this rate. Bearcats are next. Currently the number 8 team in the nation, A+ grade. And we lose 82-74. Marquette. B- team. This needs to be a win. Thank God it is. Can I edit him and give him a medical red shirt? I don't think so. I think they blank out the ability to edit that stuff. It is what it is. It was just shit luck. We go to Villanova. 12th in the nation, A+ squad. One of the toughest places to play. And we lose 90-79. Providence. Well, it's not hockey, so we should have a better chance. D+ Providence. This has to be a win. Thank God. We've lost every tough game, but we've won the ones that we need to win so far. And West Virginia, to round out a frankly abysmal January. The number 22 Mountaineers, also an A+ rating, and we lose 94-66. I will go double check what we can potentially edit for the lube. Can't edit the year, can't edit anything. That's all blanked out. You can't edit secondary positions. What's done is done. He got hurt, and that's it. We move ahead. Playing UConn on February 5th. This is just honestly going to be a waste of a year. It's a good thing it's nobody's senior year, because this is going to be bad. This is going to be probably about as bad as some people thought year one would be in this conference. Fuck. Because we still have to play Louisville again. We still have Syracuse coming up. UConn's an A+ team. They're unranked, but this is a rough spot. We lose 93-69. We play West Virginia again. And we lose 94-68. Georgetown. Unranked, but an A+ team. We lose again. Rough times here. The South Florida Bills, B-rated team. This has to be a win, and it is. Providence, again, we know they're trash. This has to be a win. And it is. St. John's. D+, this has to be a win. And it is. And it leads us to this game against Syracuse. We got Syracuse, Notre Dame, Seton Hall, Louisville, and then Pitt. And Pitt's the only game I expect us to win. The Orange are ranked 23rd. They're an A+. We're 14-10. But we're 5-8 in the conference. Syracuse, we lose. No repeat of what happened in the tournament. Notre Dame. Not ranked, but A+. We lose to Notre Dame. Seton Hall. 20th ranked, A+ overall squad. We lose. We got fucking murdered. Louisville again. 6th in the nation, A+ squad. We lose. And then there's Pitt. Kinda hello and thank you. C+ rated Pittsburgh. This needs to be a win. And we'll end the season on a 5-game losing streak. It looks like we still made the conference tournament. Texas ends the season as the number 1. And the Big East is a minefield to deal with. UAB is 24th at 28-1. What was the score? You don't want to know. Yeah, we're not even listed in on the bubble contention here. We're going to need an amazing showing in this tournament. So Villanova, Seton Hall, both 15-3. We finish at 5-13 in the conference. 5 losses in a row. In terms of the player stats on the year, Muted as a Nerd led the way. You had bear down, break your ankles, fuck you, George. But, left a bit to be desired. Muted had a good season as a sophomore. He did. It's just he can't be the main man that leads the way. And again, losing past me the lube really, really hurt. Very good team in terms of blocking shots, but this was a horrible, horrible season. Obviously, we won't have anybody up there for National Player of the Year. Like, these guys were averaging 20 points a game. So, with that, confirmation that we made the conference tournament. We did, and we're playing UConn as the second to last team that made it in. Pittsburgh also made it in. Fucking oof. So we did at least make the conference tournament again. The lube is still hurt. If we were to have a good showing in the conference tournament, his recovery will be on March 21st. It's March 3rd. So we'd have to go on a decent run here. I'm not gonna jump in and watch this after the season that we had. UConn, A+ team. They're currently unranked. Can we beat UConn? No, we cannot. We very fucking much did not. And our season is likely over. And what honestly is the worst season we've ever had. This was the worst. Like, there might have been some other ones where we technically lost more games, but wow. We got to conference play and just got our asses handed to us. That was bad, man. That was real bad. So, we will skip the selection show because we're not going to be in it. We didn't even make the NIT this year. That is a massive step back. Absolutely massive. At 14-16, losing the extra player in Alpine, who we didn't expect to lose, and then the major injury. That was as bad as it could have been. We will sim. The NCAA tournament, again, the Texas Longhorns, the defending champions. Out of the West Conference, #1 Clemson makes it. You had upsets, Princeton over Purdue, and MU over GMU, but ultimately Clemson beats Tennessee. In the Midwest, comes down to Louisville and UConn, 2 Big East teams. Louisville, the #1 seed, moves on. Good run there by UConn. They end up falling short. In the East, Texas will go to the Final Four with a chance to retain their title. There wasn't a single upset the whole way. And in the South, Florida over Georgia, ASU over UCLA. It is going to be Oklahoma State in the Final Four. So it's Clemson and Oklahoma State, Texas and Louisville. Let's see who advances to the national title game. Oklahoma State over Clemson and Texas over Louisville. Will the Longhorns go back to back? Yes, they will. 2 straight national titles for the Longhorns. Texas wins again. Texas wins again. And we say goodbye to our worst season. The Longhorns win it twice. Let's get away from this season as fast as we can. In terms of verbal agreements, nobody, because we had no scholarships, right? In terms of players leaving, nobody, because we had no seniors and nobody elected to transfer. So that's the only positive, is that nobody elected to transfer, but it does mean we will not have the ability to recruit this season, in case there are any players who wanted to be interested in coming here, which I'm not even going to look because I don't want to know. So we get to the red shirts, the fastest season sim we've ever had. And we get to the, in general, team setup for this season. We know we're going to be cutting Simpson and Moorhead. These two were the walk-ons from last year. They can go. Major, you're not wrong in that sometimes the game's weird and who knows, but at the same time, Should watch the McDonald's game, I disagree. Anybody who's going to be a significant standout there, we're not in contention to actually sign. So at center, Muted is a nerd, Kane is a bitch. Those are our two centers on the year. Power forward, we have all the fucking talent in the world. Speaking of all the talent in the world, Terrio. My man, how the heck are you? How'd the stream go tonight? You beautiful, cold-hearted, handsome devil, you. Thank you. It is good to see you. 100% Terrio. If it works out time-wise, will be at my wedding. I hope so, at least. I'm not joking. I need to get the ultimate introduction. So. And thank you, everybody, by the way, for the kind words that came over from Terry's. I appreciate it tremendously. You are just in time to watch me at my most disappointed, because this team blew it. So, you know, that's fun. We have fun franchise-related depression here. It's a great time. All right. Let me get refocused here for a minute, because we are at a very crucial junction. So Muted is a nerd, Kane is a bitch. Yes, I let chat rename people for those coming over from Terry's. Twitch.tv/Terrio, by the way. TERRYOH. Buy some merch, the summer collection. I'll be rocking some of that soon. Can't wait. So our two centers stay. Can't worry about red shirts. At power forward, we have Bricklayer, Eddie Kingston, Tyler Biggs the 17th, and Brody Lee. Pretty obvious Eddie Kingston could go, but he's a senior, so there's no point. He'll be staying. Like, he'll be staying, he'll be leaving at the end of the year, though, so we don't have to cut a power forward, which is great. And we have two freshman power forwards. They both stayed. They're fucking amazing. So we got a lot of talent in the post. At forward, Pass Me the Lube, after missing out on all but 10 games of his junior year, is back. He'll be alongside Bear Down and the freshman hot singles in your area, 10. The 10th, I should say. We'll probably be keeping all three of them as well, because Pass Me the Lube's a senior. So we know we'll have scholarships next year. At guard, Break Your Ankles and Bison King. That stays the same. And at point guard, Don Sweeney and Fuck You, George. So we have nobody to redshirt. The team is just the team. We could redshirt Bear Down, but I don't think it's worth it. We don't want any walk-ons. So that is the team. It is the best overall team we've ever had. So I'm feeling pretty good about our chances to have a nice bounce-back season. Pretty good indeed. Again, we get invited to the NIT tip-off tournament at MSG. Season preview-wise, we're now down to a B-, though, which is a little bit surprising. F for recruits, though, which makes sense. Otherwise, it'd be much better. Starters is A+, bench is A-, so it's just because we didn't have a very good group. But well-coached, mature group, just meaning we have seniors. The My Team preview, we have 2 scholarships, which is good. Not a ton of points, though. The roster, we know, was already set. Customized schedule, we never do. We just leave it as it is, but Boston University is back up there, which is nice. And then preseason training, we'll do what we always do. Had to get the chemistry. Yeah, that's the way to put it. One down year to bounce back, you know? It happens. Hopefully we'll be like the Golden State Warriors. Granted, they had more than one down year. And then recruiting central. Here we go. We need a big damn year for recruits, please. So at center, 1 3-star Doug Moorhead. That's it. That's a fucking horrible start. There were no walk-ons, Kildra. Fuck, we already cut the other ones. Power forward, nobody. Small forward, fuck. Shooting guard. Oh my god, nobody wants to come here. 1 point guard, Dick Cotton. Kobe McConnell. Oh my God. This is a nightmare. One bad year and our recruiting ability falls off a fucking cliff. We are again gonna have to just aim for players that are close to home, that are 4 or 5 stars, just to see if we can get them to change their mind. That's the game plan. That is the game plan. I gotta be honest, I don't think we need any big men though. I don't think we do. But yeah, this is bad. This is real bad. Yeah, we don't need any big men this year. We're still gonna have 5 next year. We're gonna be good at forward too. I really do feel like we need that elite level front court talent. So yeah, we'll be looking at guards here. Oh my God. What a horrible situation this is. Absolutely horrible. We go next to players out of Maine. Nobody. Massachusetts. Okay, this is just a shit recruitment class in general. This is abysmal. Oh my God. New Hampshire. Nobody. Pens, take it easy, buddy. I appreciate you. This is horrific. I don't know if New Jersey is going to be considered close enough, but we're going to have to try at this point. Just for a severe lack of options. New Jersey and New York are going to have to be targeted states.
Here comes the pizza, see it?
Monkey dude, you beautiful man. Thank you very much. Praise Bill indeed. Praise that man. Monk, we love you. How the heck are you? And thank you for the 25 months. You beautiful man. You down to play some F1 this weekend? I can check the pipeline, but the problem is I can't even just limit it to just pipeline. It has to be general area type of thing. I think we are going to look for forwards as well. Yeah, as a 4-star forward right out of Orono. I'm not working all next week. Nice. Yeah, just because F1 has the crossplay test this weekend. I'm not going to be here next weekend. There's a family gathering on Girlfriend 24's side that I have to go to. Apparently the 10-hour trial for F122 has online included. Cool. We will put that word out there and tell people to download it so we can get full lobbies. That'd be dope. Rhode Island. Fucking nobody. Yeah, I did say Girlfriend 24, didn't I? Guys, I've been saying Girlfriend 24 for 2.5 years. Well, that's a lie. The first couple months that we joked around that it was John from Grindr, because I had gone out with a couple of different people who just called it off out of nowhere. So I'm like, fuck it, let's try the other side. Yeah. So shout out to the old school John from Grindr memes. She actually asked it, she's like, did you ever slip up and call me my actual name on stream? And I'm like, never once. Never once. Endo, for example, I think is the only friend. Sin was the first friendo to learn my girlfriend's name and actually see her. Endo just learned today after we recorded the podcast. So, we've done a good job. She's wanted anonymity until she was ready. And, yeah, she's warming up to things a little bit. But, alright, recruitment-wise, this is a fucking disaster. God, I hope we have a better year. I really do. Like, we cannot afford to have a bad year. You got Texas again as the number one. They deserve to be. Shout out to Sleeping Security Guard for the follow. I appreciate you. We have so many in-division rivals in the goddamn top half here. Let's go back to the database. Baco Knox. What a name, but you're trash. Got to get rid of these guys. We'll keep the 3-star center there just in case. Chris Ferguson can get dropped. Yeah, kind of, pretty much. I mean, again, like, I know for a lot of people they were super interested because one of the girls I had dated before, you know, you guys knew her initially, for those of you that were around at the time, and she really kind of immersed herself in it. And then she fucking disappeared on you guys, and that kind of sucked, too, to have her just be like, hey, I'm interested in this. This is cool. Sorry, we're done. You're great. I have no complaints. You're done. You know, that type of thing, which, that means your boy got used, which is okay, because it worked out for me in the end. There you go. But, yeah, so that kind of sucks. So, when now fiance 24 is like, we'll see what happens in the future. I'm like, that's fine. No worries. Don't matter now. Exactly. It all worked out for me in the end. In fairness, I think it worked out for the other girl, too, which is fine. She was nice. But, there you go. Imagine if your ex has a first subs badge. I can't imagine she would have ever come back to this stream. Can't imagine. Alright, so internet research, an official letter of interest. And actually, in fairness, since they're 4 stars, fuck the internet research. We just have to see. Let it be known Tinder works. I didn't meet fiance 24 on Tinder. Bumble. Actually, no, was it even Bumble? I don't know if it was. I gotta be completely honest with you. It might have been fucking OkCupid. I was like, fuck it, let's look around on there. Honestly, that platform wasn't that bad. It wasn't even Hinge. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I met one girl on each platform of Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, and OkCupid, and it was fucking OkCupid that stuck. Why? Because they let you, like, ask more questions, like, even, like, deeper than Hinge. Which is great, because you just get to actually read about someone a little bit earlier instead of just being like Hinge, and it's just like, oh, fucking blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. There you go. Okay. We got our 4 stars initially scouted. Who'd you meet on MySpace? My good buddy Tom. My good buddy Tom. But, alright. We have some, no, we don't have any players to rename, actually. We can just keep going. We actually have no players to rename for the very first time. God, last season sucked.